Yo, blessed love everybody. Today I want to talk about a camera that is one of the best for both photography and videography, especially if you're just getting started and have the budget for it. I'm talking about the Sony A7iii. The Sony A7iii first came out in August of 2018 and it's still one of the most reliable cameras even now in 2020. I love using this camera, especially for my concert photography. I use it for my video blogs and I even use it for wedding videography. What photographers will love this camera for is the amazing autofocus, especially the eye autofocus, the phenomenal low light performance, and the very versatile dynamic range, which pretty much means how much you can push the highlights in the shadows in your images when editing. Videographers will love this camera for its phenomenal autofocus, amazing dynamic range, and ability to choose from a bunch of different picture profiles ranging all the way from S-Log to Cine 4 to anything in between. Now keep in mind the Sony A7iii only shoots video in 8-bit color, so you won't really be able to push it and get the same colors that you would get from, like, let's say the Panasonic GH5, but you can still do a lot with this camera. The ability to film vlogs like this and never have to worry about whether or not I'm gonna be in focus is such a great time saver. It saves me so much trouble. Now, the cons of the Sony is that the camera itself is pretty pricey, especially if you're just a beginner. I believe the starting price is around $1,998 as of the time of shooting this video. You can get a used version for maybe about $1,600 or so, and that's just for the body. If you really want to get the best autofocus, you also have to get native Sony lenses, which are pretty expensive. I totally recommend the Zeiss 35mm 1.4, but you can also get the Samyang 35mm for a much cheaper price. From my experience, the autofocus works great on both of them, and 35mm is a great focal length to start with for your first lens. Now, I totally get that $3,000 is a pretty big price tag, and that might be out of a lot of people's budgets, especially for your first camera. So I will be releasing a video soon about the perfect budget camera to get for your first camera. So that's what I think about the Sony A7iii. Please let me know if you guys have any specific questions about it in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on the camera if you already own it. Thank you all for watching. Much love and respect.